Okay, boys and girls, we are going to do some review today of collective nouns. So, how do I use collective nouns to name groups of people, places, or things? Your standard says to use collective nouns to show that you can use standard English when writing or speaking. Alright, today we're going to learn about nouns that describe a group or collection of people or things. We call these nouns collective nouns. Can you guess the collective nouns? What do you call a group of bees? Let's see how many of you guys remember. A swarm of bees. What do you call a group of flowers? A bunch of flowers. And we also said bouquet can also be a collective noun for flowers. What do you call a group of bears? A sleuth of bears. What do you call a group of birds? A flock of birds. What do you call a group of bats? A cloud of bats. What do you call a collection of books? A stack of books. What do you call a group of boys? A blush of boys. What do you call a group of stairs? A flight of stairs. What do you call a group of butterflies? A flight of butterflies. What do you call a collection of cards? A deck of cards. What do you call a collection of cars? A fleet of cars. What do you call a group of caterpillars? An army of caterpillars. What do you call a group of kittens? A litter of kittens. What do you call a group of chickens? A brood of chickens. What do you call a group of crocodiles? A float of crocodiles. What do you call a group of dolphins? A pod of dolphins. What do you call a group of elephants? A herd of elephants. What do you call a group of fish? A school of fish. What do you call a group of cows? A herd of cows. What do you call a group of geese? A gaggle of geese. What do you call a group of frogs? An army of frogs. What do you call a group of grasshoppers? A swarm of grasshoppers. What do you call a group of horses? A stable of horses. What do you call a group of jellyfish? A smack of jellyfish. What do you call a group of iguanas? A mass of iguanas. What do you call a group of lions? A pride of lions. What do you call a group of mice? A nest of mice. What do you call a group of monkeys? A troop of monkeys. What do you call a group of owls? A parliament of owls. What do you call a group of parrots? A company of parrots. What do you call a group of pelicans? A pod of pelicans. What do you call a group of pigs? A drift of pigs. What do you call a group of spiders? A cluster of spiders. What do you call a group of turkeys? A brood of turkeys. What do you call a group of turtles? A bale of turtles. What do you call a group of rabbits? A colony of rabbits. What do you call a group of sheep? A flock of sheep. What do you call a group of stars? A constellation of stars. What do you call a group of mathematicians? An addition of mathematicians. What do you call a group of eggs? A clutch of eggs. What do you call a group of witches? A coven of witches. All right, let's see how many you can remember. I know it's impossible to remember them all. Let's just see how many you guys can remember. What do you call a group of witches? Is it a coven, a pack, or a school? It is a coven of witches. What do you call a group of bees? Is it a pod, a swarm, or a pack? It should be B, a swarm. Swarm is the collective noun. What do you call a group of sheep? Is it troop, flock, or pod? All right, the collective noun is flock, a flock of sheep. What do you call a group of cars? Is it a race of cars, a street of cars, or a fleet of cars? All right, the collective noun is fleet. Fleet is a group of cars. What do you call a group of birds? Is it a nest, a huddle, or a flock? The collective noun is flock. What do you call a group of crocodiles? Is it a pack, a float, or a hunt? A float of crocodiles. Float is the collective noun. What do you call a group of owls? A parliament, a batch, or a school? All right, the answer is a parliament. Parliament is the collective noun. What do you call a group of dolphins? Is it wave, herd, or pod? The collective noun is pod. Pod of dolphins. What do you call a group of frogs? Is it hop, army, or pool? The collective noun is army. What do you call a group of lions? Herd, troop, or pride? It is a pride of lions. All right, very well done. Now for practice today, we are going to work in Nearpod. All right, you have a link. It says a noun names a person, place, or thing. Some nouns name groups of people, animals, or other things that go together. A crowd of people. Crowd is a group. A herd of buffalo. A pack of wolves. A bunch of bananas. A pile of leaves. A school of fish. A swarm of bees. A flock of birds. The words in green are your collective nouns. All right, it says hint. A noun that names a group often comes before the word of. All right, it says circle the noun that names a group in each sentence. All right, you don't have to circle if it's too hard. You can just highlight it. All right, so number 1, a herd of cows stood in the field. What is your collective noun? Herd tells the group of cows. All right, you're going to read each one of these and highlight, or you can use the marker and circle the collective noun. All right, on the next page, it is multiple choice on 1, 2, and 3. Which word can name a group of dogs? And you'll choose the answer. 2, which word can name a group of sticks? Choose your correct answer. Which noun correctly completes this sentence? I see a blank of fish swimming in the pond. Choose the correct collective noun. Write the best word from the box to complete the sentence. The farmer picked a blank of grapes. Choose the word. You can move your text box over and type it in. All right, you can submit it when you're done, and we will go over it tomorrow. Do your best work.